Hey everybody, Jaspinko here with episode 5 of GeoFrauds Season 7 Division 2. Before we get into today's GeoGuessr challenges, let's take a quick look at the leaderboard to see where we currently stand. With half of the season already behind us, the leaderboard is starting to solidify in its rankings, with some clear winners and some not so much winners, including yours truly. Just like last week, my goal this week is simple, to climb one more rank away from last place. In order to do well enough to climb one more rank, we should start off by playing a practice game on the same map as the real deal. I've put a challenge link in the video description in case you'd like to play along with me. Now, let's go get warmed up. For week 5, we're playing on an AI-generated world with 90 seconds per round. Moving isn't allowed, but we can still pan and zoom. An AI-generated world is another worldwide map. We had pretty good luck with a worldwide map last week, so let's see if that luck continues on to week 5. Okay, we're starting off in an urban area. This is probably a very good sign for us. Very dense. This feels US to me. Yeah, these are US plates. The sun is definitely in the southern half of the sky. Ooh, I wonder if this badge on the electricity pole could help out. These plates are mostly white. No front plate on that car, no front plate on that car. There's no front plate on that car either. Okay, interesting. So I think, given the lack of front plates, but the otherwise like very dense East Coast look to it, this could be like Philadelphia perhaps. Pennsylvania is a rare East Coast state that doesn't have front plates required. So I could see this being somewhere in Philadelphia, maybe that part of town. It wasn't even the US. It was Montreal. Oh no. Canada stumped us this time around. Let's see if we can get the country right in the next round. Pare, 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 pare. That means stop. The sun is in the northern half of the sky, so we're definitely in a southern hemisphere, Latin American country. White plates. I feel like this could just be Brazil. Very red dirt. That would also be a clue that we're in Brazil. So given the dirt color, pare meaning stop, the sun being in the north, I'm gonna pick somewhere in Brazil. The dirt is pretty red, so I'm thinking it's more southern Brazil, maybe Curitiba would be a good guess. Let's try that out. It was Brazil. It was pretty southern Brazil as well. We were actually in São José, Rio Preto. Interessante. All right, well, we got the right country this time around. Let's try to carry that luck through to the next round. All right, this has to be US this time, right? Residential parking, white plates. Ooh, that one's unblurred. Now hold on, is that even a US plate? Are we in Canada again? With this style of home and all of these cherry blossom trees, I'm getting Pacific Northwest vibes for sure. Let's throw this in Everett, Washington. It was Canada again. You're joking. Right region though, that was actually Victoria, British Columbia. Yeah, this area of the world, US or Canada, definitely has a lot of cherry blossom trees. Other trees that flower, and a lot of evergreens as well. And that style of home, I think it's craftsman style, if I know my homes. So that's 2 out of 5 rounds where Canada has tricked us into thinking it's the US. Let's see if that happens again in round 4. Probably Australia. We have white road lines and these bollards. So it's Australia. Where in Australia would have a nice tall forest like this? I'm thinking this could be Victoria, southern New South Wales, perhaps. I think they have some big forests around here. Is it ever Tasmania? I think the image quality is too good to be Tasmania. Yeah, so I'm going to go with Kosciuszko National Park. Well, it wasn't New South Wales after all. It was Victoria, very southern Victoria. We were on the Great Ocean Road, believe it or not. Alright, well, we got the wrong state, but we got the right country. I'll take what I can get at this point. Let's see what we can get in round 5. Alright, it is a cloudy day, yellow lines, yellow guardrails on the bridge. Driving on the right side of the road. Do we have the Colombian cross on these signs? Okay. We might be in Colombia. Where is the sun? The sun is to the north, which would make sense. So Colombia is within the tropics, which means that during part of the year, the sun will be in the northern half of the sky. The other part of the year, it'll be in the southern half. That license plate is white, which could mean that this is a commercial vehicle. I wish we could have more examples of plates in view, but alas, that's all we get. Yeah, I'm going to send this in Colombia. It was Colombia, good. So the cross, this cross on the back of the road signs here, I could even move up a little bit for you, is called a Colombia cross. And you can find this on pretty much every road sign in Colombia. They have that extra reinforcement. We like to call that the Colombian cross. And oh my god, chicken alert! Chicken alert. I love this! Oh my gosh, she has a little house! Chicken house! Or is it the dog house? Well, regardless, that's extremely cute. Overall, we got 20,488 points, which in the Real League Challenge would be a very competitive score. Hopefully we can carry through the same luck we got in our practice game into the real deal. With a warm-up game behind us, it's time to play the real deal. As before, this is on an AI-generated world with 90 seconds per round and no moving. Wish me luck! If you've watched all the episodes up until now, you may have picked up on the pattern where I do a lot better in the practice game than the real game. The seed just happens to be so much worse when the points actually matter. So hopefully today we can buck that trend and do better than we did in the practice round. Let's go. Alright, we're starting off somewhere with the sun in the south. That's an interesting blur on the bottom. And you know what? I think we're not bucking that trend after all. There is really not much to go off of in this spawn. I don't know these chevrons. That would probably be the only clue you could really go off of. I mean, this feels European to me. It's only round 1 and I'm already going into hedge mode. Like, which guess could I make that will minimize the potential damage I take? Slovenia, potentially Slovakia as well. This might be a very bad call, but I'm going to go very eastern Czechia. And of course, the one time I don't go Slovenia, it was Slovenia, very close to the border with Italy. Once again, we've proven that I don't know what Europe looks like if there isn't any language in sight, so let's hope that there are some signs to read in round 2. Alright, we are in the mountains this time around. Black car. The sun is pretty much directly to the west, which doesn't help me pick a hemisphere. We're driving on the right side of the road. Road lines are white. Interesting agriculture. Given this landscape, I would think something like Lesotho or Swatini, but the sun is in the west pretty directly. It's not really north or south. And we're driving on the right side of the road, which would rule those places out. So where else would look like this? Is this Europe or is this Latin America? That's my big toss-up. I think it would be more likely to be Latin America. This could be perhaps... I guess I'm sending it in Argentina. Okay, South America was the right call, but we got the wrong country. That was Peru. You know what would have been great? If there were any signs in sight that had the black and white stripes on the poles, that would have told me it was Peru. So far, this seed has continued the trend of being much more cruel than the practice seed. Let's see if it lets up at all in round 3. Alright, very rocky, not very lush. What are these homes? We have some tropical looking plants. It's a cloudy day, so again, hemisphere might be a tough call. We have a little antenna coming out of the car. What is this? This style of sign reminds me of maybe Spain or Italy. Oh no, we can't even accurately read the license plates here. I can't tell if they're wide or short license plates. I think they're wide. That looks like a wide plate. We have a blue road sign. So I need to make the call here. Is this Spain? I know in like 2 or 3 episodes so far this series, I've said that somewhere is northern Spain, and then ended up being like Italy or Turkey. This time around though, it just feels like it could be northern Spain to me, and that's going off of the rockiness and the wide license plates and this style of like do not enter sign. So let's send it in northern Spain. It was technically Spain, it was the Canary Islands. All right, this has been a very rough seed so far. I am not looking forward to my total score at the end, but maybe we can make it a little less embarrassing around 4. Okay, this is just going to be somewhere in Europe. With the little stubby antenna and the Cyrillic writing and the power lines that look like that, I think this could just be Russia. Yeah, this just looks like it could be Russia. Again, there's so little to go off of. There is so little to go off of in this seed. All right, so where within Russia would have plant life like this? There's a lot of evergreen trees. It's pretty flat. So what would be a good hedge? I suppose we could go Novgorod and hope that we're somewhere in this general area. I'm gonna send it there. Wow, a Moscow hedge would have been better in this case. Still, over 4,000 points in Russia is pretty good. That's closer than we got in the Spain round. Okay, I'll take what I can get. Let's see where we end up in the 5th and final round. It's really going to solidify whether we have a good score today or not. All right, we have the sun to the south pretty definitively. We have... Does that car even have a license plate? It's hard to tell. We're in South Korea. Yeah, we're driving on the right side of the road. So these bollards, they threw me off. I thought that was a Japanese bollard. No. We're in South Korea. Driving on the right. We have Korean writing. Now, where within South Korea really could be anywhere. The country is very mountainous all over. And I guess given just the amount of evergreen trees, I'm gonna guess further north than south. So I'll go somewhere up here. It was even more north than that, pretty much as north as you can get in the country. That was on Highway 44. All right, well, 46, 47 isn't the worst, but I think everyone would have gotten South Korea that round, so I don't know how many points I made up. In total, I got 15,353 points. I don't know what to tell you with how these actual seeds are always so much harder than the practice rounds. I don't know how to anticipate that, but it is what it is. I tried my best, and that's all I can hope for. Here's how everyone else did this week. Jax came in first with 22,834 points, Clemu came in second with 22,755 points, and Flamp came in third with 21,897 points. Unfortunately for me, I came in last place out of those who did play this week, so while my overall rank did change, it was in the opposite direction as I had hoped for. Oh well, it is what it is. I hope you enjoyed today's challenges, I know that I did. Let me know in the comments if you ended up playing along with the practice map. I'd love to know how you did and which rounds you found to be the most challenging. Also, be sure to subscribe so you know when the next episode comes out. Until then, I hope you're having a great day, and I'll see you again very soon.